Hi, this is Carole Conlon with Life Weaving Dowsing tip number 6. And today I want to talk about, or kind of like answer the question, how can dowsing change your life? And dowsing is simply one way to interact with your intuition, which the Chinese call your abdominal brain, that gut feeling, that hunch you might feel, or a sixth sense or a sense of deja vu, I've been here before. All of those are parts of intuition. And then it can go deeper as insight, where you really kind of know what's right and what's not needed to even talk about. And then you might start hearing that inner voice. And I personally like to call that inner voice my headset, so people don't think I'm hearing voices. But it is. I do hear answers in my head as I'm working. Uh, they come up a little faster than the dowsing too, so it's interesting. And then finally, there's a oneness with what you're feeling, what you're sensing. And one example, there was a time I was attending a conference, and at the dinner that evening, there were door prizes. And as I walked past some audio tapes of music, it was like, oh, that's mine. And okay, fine, but the sense was that one was mine. And sat down, ate dinner. Later on, sure enough, those were my tapes, so I got to enjoy them. Even more interesting, every single person at our table of 8 won a door prize that night. We were popular. Another time when that sense might come up are the little warnings you might hear. You're looking at buying a house, and you notice how the floor sort of slopes towards another room, or actually 2 rooms slope towards a wall, and your realtor says, oh, don't worry about that. And a little voice in your head says, worry about it, and then you ignore it, and then you find out a couple years later that all the joists are rotted, and now you've got a repair work to do. So, is it taking the one path that the one way you usually go to work, or do you get a kind of a warning that maybe you should go another direction that day? So this is all intuition. And the really neat thing about the pendulum and dowsing work is that it allows you to access it with a visible answer. So once you've learned how to get your yeses and nos, you don't have to guess anymore. And nor do you have to call up a friend every day and ask them, well, I'm thinking this, and I feel this, but maybe, would you check it for me? And so it puts you in a position of power over your life. And it also puts you in touch with spirit, with your surroundings, and with what I call Aini, that reciprocity with the world. And so that is how dowsing can change your life. And in addition, what I will say, and the reason finally I figured out was that they're already talking to God. They're already at that level where they're in tune with their intuition. And so they shouldn't. But for most human beings, we need that extra little tool, at least for a while, until you gain some confidence and start listening to the voice and believing what it's saying and acting upon those warnings. So think about learning to dowse. It can change your life. And stay tuned tomorrow for our next tip. Bye. And